As the sun barely crested the horizon, a bitter blast of Arctic air swept across New Jersey, transforming the familiar landscape into a scene of deep winter. On Monday, February 9, 2026, the cold was so intense that many schools across the state made the difficult decision to delay opening. The frigid air was not just uncomfortable, it was potentially dangerous, especially for children who would otherwise be waiting outside in the early morning darkness. Unlike the usual snow or ice that often disrupts school schedules, this time it was the sheer biting cold that posed a serious health risk. Temperatures hovered in the single digits, and the wind chill made it feel even colder. School officials across New Jersey acted quickly, prioritizing student safety above all else. They understood that children, especially the youngest students, are particularly vulnerable to the effects of extreme cold, such as frostbite and hypothermia, when exposed for even short periods. By delaying the start of the school day, administrators gave the sun a chance to rise and temperatures to climb, even if only slightly. This small window of extra warmth made a significant difference for students and staff commuting to school. Superintendents spent the night monitoring weather forecasts, consulting with emergency officials, and weighing the risks before making their final decisions. Their goal was clear: to keep everyone safe while minimizing disruption to learning. The combination of single-digit temperatures and persistent biting winds created truly hazardous conditions. For many families, the morning routine was upended. Parents bundled their children in layers of warm clothing, adjusted work schedules, and braved the cold together. Despite the inconvenience, most parents and guardians welcomed the decision to delay school, recognizing the seriousness of the weather and the importance of putting safety first. The community's response was a testament to the shared commitment to safety over convenience. Neighbors checked in on one another and families worked together to ensure children were prepared for the cold. It was a powerful reminder that winter in New Jersey brings more than just snow and ice. Sometimes, it's the invisible dangers, like extreme cold, that require the most vigilance. In moments like these, preparedness and community spirit make all the difference. The delayed openings were prompted by a cold weather advisory issued for all of New Jersey until 10 a.m. that Monday. This advisory was not just a routine notice, it was a clear signal that the weather conditions were severe enough to disrupt daily life, including school schedules and morning commutes. When the National Weather Service issues such an alert, it means that the combination of cold temperatures and wind is expected to create hazardous conditions for anyone exposed to the elements. A cold weather advisory is a National Weather Service alert for when cold and wind combine to create dangerous conditions. These advisories are based on scientific data and weather models that predict when temperatures and wind chills will reach levels that can quickly become unsafe, especially for vulnerable groups like children, the elderly, and those without adequate shelter. It warns of increased risks like frostbite and hypothermia, especially for those outdoors without proper protection. Even a short time outside can be dangerous if you're not dressed appropriately, as the body loses heat much faster in these conditions. The advisory serves as a crucial reminder to take extra precautions and to check on neighbors or family members who might be at risk. On this day, wind chills were expected to drop as low as -15 degrees, meeting the advisory threshold. At these temperatures, exposed skin can freeze in as little as 30 minutes, making it extremely dangerous for students waiting at bus stops or walking to school. The advisory gave school leaders the scientific backing to delay openings. By following the guidance of meteorologists and public safety officials, schools can help protect students and staff from the worst effects of the cold. The main advice: limit time outdoors, dress in layers, and cover exposed skin. Wearing multiple layers helps trap body heat, while hats, scarves, and gloves protect the most vulnerable areas from frostbite. Hats and gloves are essential to prevent heat loss and injury. Even a simple pair of mittens, or a warm beanie, can make a significant difference in keeping you safe and comfortable during extreme cold. The advisory is a serious call to action. Weather can be a real threat, not just small talk. Taking these warnings seriously can help prevent accidents, injuries, and even save lives during the harshest days of winter. Wind chill is a crucial concept during winter cold snaps. It measures how cold it feels on your skin when wind and low temperatures combine, not just the air temperature. Wind strips away the thin layer of warmth your body creates, forcing you to lose heat faster. For example, 5 degrees with a 20-mile-per-hour wind feels like -15, dangerous enough for frostbite in 30 minutes. That's why school officials paid close attention to wind chill forecasts. Even a short wait at the bus stop can be risky for children. Wind chill turns a cold morning into a hazardous one, especially for kids not dressed properly. Understanding wind chill explains why keeping students indoors was the smart move. The decision to delay was made district by district, mainly in New Jersey's northern and rural counties. Sussex and Warren counties saw the most widespread delays, with nearly all districts participating. Schools in Hunterdon, Morris, and Passaic counties also delayed openings in response to the cold. These areas, with higher elevations and open landscapes, faced the harshest conditions. The coordinated effort showed a strong commitment to student safety. Each district tailored its response, proving that weather impacts can vary widely even within a single state. Deciding whether to delay or close school is one of the most challenging and weighty decisions a superintendent faces. It's a responsibility that impacts thousands of students, families, and staff, and it's never taken lightly. The process is complex, involving careful consideration of many factors, and often happens in the early hours of the morning, long before most people are awake. The process begins well before dawn, as school officials closely monitor weather forecasts, wind chills, and storm warnings for the hours when students will be traveling. They look at not just the current conditions, but also how the weather is expected to change throughout the morning. This means checking multiple sources, consulting meteorologists, and sometimes even comparing notes with neighboring districts. To get a true sense of what students will face, superintendents and their teams consult with local police and emergency managers about road safety and neighborhood conditions. In some cases, they'll even drive the bus routes themselves, navigating icy roads and snow-packed streets to see firsthand if buses and cars can travel safely. This hands-on approach helps them make informed decisions. The safety of the most vulnerable students is always at the forefront. Officials think about children who walk long distances, those waiting at bus stops in freezing temperatures, and students with special needs, who may be more sensitive to the cold. They also consider whether sidewalks are cleared and if crossing guards can safely do their jobs. Sometimes, a 2-hour delay is the best option. This extra time can allow temperatures to rise just enough to make travel safer, give road crews a chance to clear snow and ice, and reduce the risk for everyone. Even a small delay can make a significant difference in student safety. Once a decision is made, the next step is to notify families as quickly as possible. Schools use automated phone calls, text messages, emails, and website updates to spread the word. The goal is to reach everyone before they leave home, so parents and guardians can adjust their plans. Giving parents time to adjust is crucial. It allows families to make childcare arrangements, change work schedules, and ensure children are dressed appropriately for the weather. Every minute counts when it comes to keeping students safe and families informed. Behind the scenes, it's a rapid, coordinated effort. Administrators, transportation staff, and emergency teams work together, sharing information and making decisions quickly. Their teamwork is essential to minimizing risk and ensuring a smooth response. Clear, timely communication is key to making sure the entire community is prepared. From phone trees to website alerts, every channel is used to keep everyone in the loop and avoid confusion. In the end, every step in this process is taken with one goal in mind: to protect students and staff and to make sure everyone arrives at school safely, no matter what the weather brings. Even with a delay, families needed to take extra precautions on that frigid morning. Dressing in layers is the best defense. Start with moisture-wicking fabrics, add insulation, and finish with windproof outerwear. Cover all exposed skin. Hats, scarves, and mittens are essential. Waterproof boots keep feet warm and dry. Parents should teach kids to recognize frostbite, numbness or pale skin on fingers, toes, nose, or ears. Encourage children to seek help if they feel too cold or notice symptoms. If possible, drive kids to school or arrange carpools to minimize time outside. Check your home's heating and have an emergency kit ready. Stay informed with school alerts and local news. Preparation and awareness help families navigate even the coldest days safely. Teachers and staff play a vital role in student safety on cold days. Greet students at the door and watch for signs of cold distress, shivering, pale skin, or lethargy. Help students remove wet layers and settle in somewhere warm. Start the day with calm activities to help everyone acclimate. Use the opportunity to teach quick lessons on winter safety and frostbite prevention. Keep recess indoors when wind chills are dangerously low. Have indoor activities ready so students can still take a break. Staff should look out for each other, especially those working outside. By working together, schools create a safe haven from the cold. The good news: this Arctic blast was brief. Temperatures were expected to rise into the upper 20s by afternoon, with even warmer weather ahead. The rest of the week promised a return to near-normal highs in the upper 30s and low 40s. The quick warm-up meant school schedules would return to normal and outdoor activities could resume. These rapid changes are typical for New Jersey winters. Knowing relief was on the way helped everyone get through the cold snap. It's a reminder that harsh winter conditions are often temporary. Staying prepared and informed makes all the difference. The school delays were more than a reaction. They showed a community putting safety first. Districts worked together, making tough decisions to protect students from real danger. Parents, teachers, and staff all played a part in keeping kids safe and warm. The experience reinforced the importance of winter preparedness and listening to weather warnings. Quick communication and teamwork helped everyone adapt. The return to normal temperatures proved these challenges are temporary. With caution and cooperation, the community navigated the cold without incident. The story is one of safety over schedule and of neighbors looking out for each other. As winter continues, these lessons will help New Jersey face whatever comes next.